Before we start, I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our Welkin Moon giveaway. Once we reach 50 subscribers on YouTube, we will be picking one of those first 50 to win a Welkin Moon. To enter this giveaway, please use the link on screen or in the description for more information about how to enter. Hello and welcome to Average Sheep Gaming, where I play Genshin Impact about as well as an average sheep would. This is Average Something, where I stream co-op with my sister Tilyene. I can't promise it'll make sense, there's no script, and there's no goal. It's just gonna be a wild ride. If you check the description, you'll find all of the links to her Twitch and YouTube channel as well. Coming through. There we go. Now it should. I hope there's volume. Okay. Hang on. Shit. Can you say something real quick? You're not getting picked up. Give me a second. Oh, I'm in the wrong... Okay, there we go. Can you say something again?
Yeah, something again.
I love you.
Appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
It's the
okay, it's
spiral.
coming through perfect.
Cool. Yeah, it's the spiral one.
Oh
again.
shit! I hit the wrong button and I just started like diving toward the ground. Poor Baiju does not need to die today.
Which means poor Baiju's going to die.
Poor Baiju's probably not going to survive. Yeah.
Seems like an emergency.
Well, Hu Tao will be happy.
Now you shall perish.
Did you know she straight up advertises her funeral services and puts up flyers around his clinic?
There is no escape.
That's kind of awesome.
I mean,
dick.
it's both brilliant
awesome.
and a dick
Mind the
move
side
at the
effects.
same time. It's like good advertising, but dick
Illusion
move.
shattered.
Yeah, that's a dick move. I mean, it's funny.
It's funny,
but it's
a dick move. Yeah. There was a funeral home somewhere down south. It was right when The Walking Dead was huge. And it was a funeral home, and the billboard on the side of it had a Walking Dead advert. And it was like, yeah. It made national news. It was so funny. The wrong way. There we go. Right way. Oh.
I have a room sale.
Treasure horse. Treasure horse? Same difference. Man, I really should try to be more PG friendly.
My roommate, because we were talking about it being a dick move, he goes, it's a Richard relocator.
Shine down.
I need to tell my brother-in-law that.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I take it your brother-in-law's name is Richard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine too. He goes by Rick. Yeah,
There is no escape.
but
Torn to oblivion.
yeah, that was clever. It was amusing. I still think I need to sell him. I'm selling my
Mind the
roommate.
side effects.
Sorry.
I mean,
If you buy me, I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, you're probably right.
The wrong test subject.
you're not wrong.
Oh, so this fire was lit. I should have used that to burn everybody to a crisp.
Some are, some aren't. I can swap to. I'll swap off Baiju. I'll bring somebody else that we can swap. Oh. Where is you? There you are. I should really eventually explain the pet rock joke, but also kind of like we would never be able to continue the stream, we would just die laughing.
Pretty much, yes.
That's what your sheep needs. It needs a little pet rock. Okay, so you know the Herdwick sheep that my little sheep is based on?
Yes.
So there's a fell near us where a great deal of the Herdwick sheep are kept for the area. And we always play a game, it's sheep or rock. As we drive, we try to guess if something is a sheep or a rock. And it's like a 50-50 chance anyway. Because that's their exact environment. That's why their coloration changes the way it does. Is so they blend in with rocks and shit. Because the babies start out black and then they turn white as they get older. Or white-ish. So yeah, that's that.
You're still not it. I mean, I don't mind killing them, but...
It says it's above us. What's
Oh,
the
well.
actual quest?
I don't know.
Okay, well, good talk. It's a time trial. Don't climb up the bed I did. There's an overhang there.
As I climb up it.
I straight up swift and hit one of the cranes. There's bird bits over here if you want them. Where is you? You? Hello. Over here. There's bird bits. You know what the weirdest thing about parrot ownership is? Finding out that parrots eat other birds. They're not these fruitarians that everybody wants to think they are.
Yeah, all birds pretty much like stingy.
Like,
I mean, if you
even
put a parrot-
toucans and shit will eat other birds if they get the opportunity.
That's like, I never understood why people, like, calling someone a chicken is, like, a bad thing.
Chickens
have
are
you ever-
straight up violent, man.
Wow, that was it. Damn.
You were supposed to go a roundabout way of getting there, but yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Hey, if they give us a shortcut, take the shortcut.
like I said, fuck them rules.
Yes.
But yeah, no, chickens are savage as fuck.
It's like, the horse video that does the rounds of that woman showing her horse the baby chick. And the horse going, 3 calories!
You remember Marla?
Yep, she used to drown the neighbor's chickens.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though,
The neighbor's chickens were.
they were assholes and they were asked repetitively to sort out their fence to keep their chickens on their property. I mean, it got to the point where we just kind of like flipped them back over the, you know, because Marlita would drown them, Cutter would stomp them, and like at the end of the day we're like, just fuck this, and yeeted them right back over the fence into the neighbor's property. And they got pissed off about that. It's like, well, what do you want us to do?
But where are those?
Keep your horses from killing a chicken. We'll fix your fence.
The cattle ranch that I used to work at after I left horseplay was a large cattle ranch, but they had a couple. They had chickens, and then they had a couple roosters. One of them was I nicknamed Kellogg because he looked like Kellogg's rooster, but he was an ex-cockfight rooster. That he was like the most sane of them, so they decided to try giving him a second chance at life, kind of a thing. It protected the hell out of the flock.
I mean, yeah.
Do
you
so
want to
like
do the pet rock real quick? I need it for this account, please. Thank you.
absolutely.
Go on.
But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh,
Second chance
but,
rooster.
Exactly, and he was. Oh my god, he was like a massive.
Cock?
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
And I was in there, and he used to go after people's legs and stuff, and like that shit hurt. And so we'd like kick at him or shove him away with the shovel or whatever like that. And he finally pushed the buttons of the stallion that was in the barn. And this stallion was a massive light blue roan Mustang, and he's easily the biggest Mustang I've seen. Gorgeous animal.
Oh, I used the
pissed
wrong
off.
food. Fuck me.
Pissed off, the stallion big time, and he kicked this rooster and sent it flying. And I mean, it was the barn itself was like 100 years old. I mean, it was an old barn, so it was one of those real tall affairs with
Not my glasses.
like a big old, an actual hayloft upstairs thing. And so, the stall wall that he kicked this thing over was a good 9 feet tall because it just went up. And he kicked it over and sent it flying. This rooster never bothered any of us again.
Dude, no kidding. When Baiju got hit earlier, he says, "Not my glasses," and I find that amusing.
There, have a shield. That makes it a little bit. I could have waited until he came back, but I figured shield might be a good.
I need better artifacts for my Baiju on this
Taking a turn
account.
for the better.
Like, I know my other account has C1 Baiju, but like, his healing is not as great on this account. It's probably because I have the constellation. I don't know what
so
else
annoying.
that constellation does.
The little cut. You were able to still fight. I, however, had to stand down.
It didn't take any damage when I did fight though, so...
Okay. It was just
I
annoying.
took damage, but it didn't. Which is
Of course, that's the way that
Yeah.
it works.
how it goes.
Oh, come on, at least let me switch characters.
Yeah, I'm not doing any damage to him right now.
Seems like an emergency.
The doctor was seen.
There is no escape.
You know what? He's not going to do any damage to us right now either.
Fucker. I'm gonna try to make these more family friendly from tomorrow onward, but Raiden died. Oh no. Have an egg. Something you could never do for your sister. Yeah, PG friendly.
So you might need to get testing a soundboard so you can over anything that I say.
I mean, I don't think it's ever gonna be like mature audiences. We swear. So like that's what it's not as bad as Friday Flockery, but it's not gonna be great either.
Yeah, I'm thinking about flagging my YouTube account as one that's not family friendly.
I think I'm gonna have to. And then I'll just keep any guides and informational stuff I do separately. As
Well, I mean, you're doing the sheep teaches, so why don't you create another channel just for that? And then, because it's not uncommon for streamers to have multiple channels.
True. I might eventually. We'll see how it goes. That might be a good idea to do sooner rather than later, but I'll wait until the 50 subscriber giveaway is done. Then I'm not complicating things, if that makes sense.
Yep.
The world
That's a good
remains
idea.
Okay,
constant over the centuries,
Need.
but human life is
I
like the
need
dew at
all of
dawn,
the things.
or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Viridescent, and let me see what Baju's actually got on him. Artifacts. That was alright. I could probably do... That's why he's not healing great. 10 out of 10. Why? What? Like, people ask me about my builds, and I've just
Inactivity
pulled up
serves no
Baju's, and
purpose
even I don't know
whatsoever.
what the hell is going on here. Oh, okay. Cookie has Baju stuff, and Baju has cookies. That explains why he's built fully frickin' EM. Like, why? Why?
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories
I don't
of my
have the
home.
understand for today.
This blade. It is
Do
the
you ever
last
have the
link I
understand?
have to the land of my
Not
birth.
for... and no. No.
I mean, I know I don't. So you need Viridescent, you said?
Yeah, Viridescent mainly for this account then, because Baju's actually got a pretty decent kit if it's actually on him. That seems
Because,
to be the disconnect.
I can do Viridescent and just hope that I get maidens, because I'm trying to work on a eventual C6 Zhongli maiden set.
Don't you already have like a good HP maiden set?
Some pieces.
Okay.
Not full. I'm gonna work on it, because, like, yes.
If that's what if you've got good sets for everyone else, then by all means build a meme team. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna build DPS Baju on my other account, so I absolutely cannot judge you here at all because I find it highly amusing.
Well, that is the picture that you, the picture you gave me.
Yes,
Of
the Zhongli wearing the Maiden's Beloved stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I was gonna draw one for you from scratch, and then I found that one, and I was like, well, there we go. Yes, Gremlin, I love you, my pupper. He's been very on point about his heartbeat things since yesterday. I got a little wobbly and it freaked him out.
Oh, he's a good pupper.
He is. Our post lady's super nice and like very disabled friendly and 10 out of 10 Royal Mail. I won't go further than that because I forgot we were streaming. But yeah, 10 out of 10 Royal Mail for helping disabled people. I greatly appreciate y'all.
Torn to oblivion.
Unlike the Amazon dude that just yeet shit through the door and hopes for the best.
Our Amazon delivery guy, well, there's two guys and a girl that deliver constantly. I adore them. And the girl also wants to say hi.
We've got like 3 and 2 of them really like Grem and the other one's just he wants to get his job done, which is fair. Then.
Yeah.
The post lady really loves Grem. He always gets a good cuddle off her if she's got the free time.
Everybody loves Graham. He's a good helper.
He's adorable.
Our old male guy, before he retired, of course, no space left in my artifact inventory.
Oops.
Because I haven't done what I keep telling myself I will do.
And go through them.
Yeah, well, by the time that I, shut my computer off, I forget because I'm tired.
I got a HP goblet for your Zhongli. It's Maiden's hit points, flat hit point, and then it's got reasonable crit rate and crit damage. Like, I don't have a Maiden set that I want to build, but I think I'm going to keep that just because it's good. Also, yeah, go through your artifacts. As someone speaking from experience who often runs out of artifact space, keep on top of that shit. It literally took me 2 days to go through every single artifact I had. It must have been a good 8 hours total to go through, compare what I have to the other bits, and like be absolutely brutal about what I kept and what I didn't keep. And I still have like 1,000 artifacts that have good potential or are great but are on sets I don't currently use. Word of advice to anyone else: even if you're not building a set, if you get an absolutely cracked piece, keep it. You never know what sets you'll need for characters in the future, or you might get a character that's released but like you don't have them yet that needs that set, and it saves you having to farm them later. So there you go. Sheep's free advice for the day.
We have no more flies in the house. However,
Why don't we just get a Venus flytrap? How does that sound?
okay.
You know they smell like death, right?
They do, but not as bad as pitcher plants.
No, God, no.
Oh, pitcher plants are terrible. So funny story. We get these things called phoenix worms for redstone, and they're like grubs. And
Yeah, you told me about this, I think.
yeah, how they'll slowly turn black, and then they go into their chrysalis stage. They pupate, and then they become these flies that look like wasps. That they fly slow. They have no mouths, no mouth. So it's perfectly safe to leave the entire dish of worms in the container with redstone, and when they pupate and they fly, he actually really likes going after them. Someone took the worm container and I didn't notice. So they kept finding soldier flies flying around the house, and they'd catch them and they'd toss them into the cage, and redstone would be happy. I realized why is because they took the thing out and it's just full of chrysalis. And like when they like the blacker or darker they get, the more calcium they have. It's really good for him. And then when they're in the pupate stage, they're especially high in calcium. And then he really likes hunting them when they're flies, so we just don't care. But yeah, no, we had flies. We had these weird flies flying around the house because we had taken it out. Someone had taken it out, put it back in.
Oops.
We finally put it back in, but like he is getting so much personality now. You know, like he has his favorite people to sit on. And he jumps at the chance to be able to come out of his cage and look around, and he's very happy to just sit on someone's hand or arm or shoulder. And if he's not done chilling, he will scrabble like a cat who doesn't want to get off your lap. Like he will try to hold on as tightly as he can, just so that we can stay on someone's shoulder. And if you move him, like say, person A's shoulder and he wants to be there, and then person B picks him up and has him in his hand, he has jumped from person B to person A so he can go back to their shoulder. Like, I never thought that a lizard could have personality like that, and it's fun.
Gabby had a really good personality. She,
Who?
Yeah. Gabby, my first leopard gecko.
Ah.
It's funny because I'll tell you the story later, but yeah, she definitely knew somebody that didn't like her but wanted to interact with her because she had a purple tail, and she would always take that opportunity to shit. She was a saucy little thing. I miss her. I wish I could have brought her with me. UK laws are... We could have done it, but it would have been so expensive. And like, I don't subscribe to the it's just a gecko thing, but like, if I can't afford to bring them, then it doesn't matter what pet they are. I've found her a good home, and she was well looked after.
Well, I mean, it's like years ago when Dad got orders to go from Guam to, you know, the U.S. We wound up having to find a good home for the cat and the dog we had because they wanted to bring the cat and dog with us, but then they looked at the cost and stuff like that, and it was super cost prohibitive. And that was even being on a U.S. military base and going to another U.S. military base. It was still cost prohibitive.
I was gonna say, usually they have programs for shit like that, but like lately... I think the pieces I just got are exactly the same.
Which, if you think about it, is kind of odd because the number of variables.
Exactly right. Just give me a second to sort my food bag out.
No worries. Actually, you know what? While you're doing that, I'm gonna eat food because
yeah, yeah, I need to get rid of mine too. I have a border collie wedged under my leg. Like the entire collie.
Well, you know, it's because you might need help and you just don't know it.
I mean...
You should be thanking him.
I always thank him. He is a good boy.
He is a good boy. He is the sweet.
10
you know
out of
what?
10
You should have...
again. I'm ready when you're
You should...
There is no escape.
Your intro just be pictured being dog.
Somebody asked me why I don't have a webcam. Obvious reasons, nobody wants to see somebody that weighs more than a sheep playing video games. That and I'm disabled, so I do love this from my bed. So I joked that I would just have the cam pointed at Gremlin. And default said that I would only have followers so people could watch the live Gremlin cam, and I think he's absolutely right.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I have considered putting the webcam and somehow plugging it in and making it so that way it just stares into the lizard cage.
They've got some for fish tanks now. Oh, that's a good piece for Verdisn't.
Wow. Attack percent, hit point percent, mastery, and recharge.
That's not bad.
But so ones for fish tank, like ones that go into the fish tank?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, since I've got that big ass tank, I want to get one for fish.
Is that his name now?
I mean, he probably had a name, but it's fish now. I've never called him anything else. Just because we didn't know what his name was when he arrived. And I was like, fish! Because I point at the tank, say fish, and then it's fish again. And I don't know. He's fish now. This is my life now.
And, you know, the kid's old fish was red.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. I honestly need to start getting fish from the local fish stores instead of buying from like bigger pet stores, because I've noticed that no matter how good you take care of your fish from pet stores don't last long.
They're bred in mass farms for the most part, and then they have a contract with the So, for anyone, nobody would know, I've never talked about this before, I used to work at a couple pet stores, and then a really good fish-specific store, And large pet shops will have contracts with large fish farms, and they literally send boxes of fish to one central location for the store, and then the store divides them up and sends them to the individual stores. So the fish in the tanks have been traveling for like at least 15 days. And they're not from the greatest. Think puppy mills, but like giant ponds of puppy fish.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got stuck there too. That's why I stopped talking. I was like, oh, puppy fish. So yeah, they never was. And I mean, small stores can buy from the same fish farms, so you kind of research into it. Whereas the fish store I worked for worked directly with small breeders and small managed wild catch programs. So they're quite ethical. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just tired of like my fish just, it's a healthy tank, etc., and then they just die.
Yeah.
Or like in the of the rosy, I've been having to take them out and euthanize them because as they grow, they've been deformed.
Yeah, they get tumors and shit really easy, those.
Yeah, well, that, and it's like we had one that as it grew, it started to bend, and I took it out. It was at like not 45-degree angle.
Oh, I know what that is. It's a disease they can get.
Oh.
And it's like highly transmittable, and it sticks around for a long fucking time. We had that with the neons we had. Sorry, I had to go condense more resin.
No worries. It affects the other fish. The mollies like we fed the fish and looked at them and watched, and the next day 3 of them were dead. Yeah. And I'm like, so I'm not. So if it's highly contagious, maybe I should take the other. Well, the rosy minnows that are in there now are actually pretty healthy looking, but should I maybe consider quarantining the tank and bombing it, clean it and put in? It
depends. If the current ones aren't showing any I would isolate the tank. Don't put your hands in one and then put your hands in the other anyway. You should never do that if you have multiple fish tanks. I'm guilty of that. I do it all the time. It straight up killed everything in my fish room one year, though, because something got in one and then it circulated through. I had somebody else watching my fish when it happened. Because at that point I had to go through my biosafety certificate stuff. So I did have, separate net literally on top of each tank for each one and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'd always isolate one tank from the other and quarantine in a separate tank. At the moment, I would just leave whatever's in it and see how things go. I will pull up the link for what the disease is and send it to you.
Absolutely. I think, though, to be on the safe side, is I'll pull all the plants out. I don't have.
If you put them in the if the tank's got it, everything in the tank's got it. So if you pull the plants out and put them in a different tank, all you're doing is transferring it to another tank.
I was gonna say pull them out and kill the plants, but if everything in the tank, yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just wait.
Yeah, you might as well just leave it as is, and as the fish go, don't replace them. Or if they never show symptoms again, then it's probably cleared itself. I would still wait until all the fish from that tank are gone and completely strip and redo it, personally.
Alright.
Or just not put any more of those type of fish in that one.
Yeah. Would it affect the snails?
I don't think it would affect them. They could carry it on them physically. Like the plants. The plants aren't going to catch it, but it'll be all over the plants.
Okay.
So you can still get cross-contamination that way.
I think maybe I'll start cleaning the tank more often. Because Well, no, because I found that cleaning it every 2 weeks maintains a better balance than cleaning it every week.
If you do smaller water changes more frequently, it's always better. I stick with 10% per tank per week instead of 20% every 2 weeks.
I was doing about 25 every other week, so
Yeah.
I'll do smaller, 10% every week.
Inactivity
Yeah,
serves
that's what
no
I would do.
purpose whatsoever.
And if you find it's not stable, then go back to once every 2 weeks. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a guideline. It's not exact.
Yeah. I actually want to redo the tankscape as it is anyway, because I've got, my parents gave me some rocks, which, like, what the fuck? But they found these, like, years and years and years and years ago, these granite rocks they're like almost perfect spheres. And they were just, they were like river rocks or whatever like that, but they've got a lot of them in their front yard to let me take a bunch. And so I've got these really awesome granite round rocks that I want to put in the tank. Obviously, I'm going to clean the hell out of them and make sure they're not.
Boil them and what's not.
Yeah, and whatever you do, and I'm just going to say this for all of your viewers, and because I don't have any viewers, do not wash a rock and then put it in the oven and bake it.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
The number of people who have suggested that to me, I just look at them and I go, the fuck is, don't do that.
I mean, some rocks you don't want to put in your oven to clean them anyway.
This is true. But, a lot of people don't realize that rocks will explode if you do that. They have the potential.
What I tend to do is I soak them in a very high concentration of bleach, rinse them really well, and then I'll leave them to dry out for a few days. When bleach breaks down, it's basically salt and something else.
Yep. A lot of people I know will once they've washed them, they put them in a in a nice container with a clear lid or the screen lid, so that way air can go. But then they put them in the sun.
Yeah,
because the sun is a great thing to kill, and then they just rotate them, and they're good.
I've got enough for 4 more, by the way.
Okay, I'm on my way back over.
Noise. Yeah, like with my geckos, I always used clay stuff because it could be washed, dried, and then baked. But these days you could get stuff like F10 and you don't even have to... I mean, like, still boil it if it's going in a fish tank because there are crevices that things get into, but for, like, lizards and stuff, you can just wash them real well and spray them with that and you're good to go. I know way too much about biosecurity stuff for fish in the UK these days, and it's like... I had to get an import license, which is why I know all this, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I can import fish into the UK. Not that I have recently, but... It's too hard at the moment with my back being screwed to mess around with fish tanks. We've got fish because he showed up. Because I was going to redo my big tank for catfish. And do like corridors and small catfish. And then we got fish. So now fish is going to get a big tank because he's a goldfish and he's going to need a big tank. And then, since my friend has a pet store, she often gets people wanting to get rid of big goldfish, so I've told her that I'll take them and I'll just have a tank of rescued goldfish.
When we eventually, it's just gonna take a while, because we're gonna, basically, I got a tank. A friend of mine is into fish, and he breeds bristlenoses.
I love bristlenoses. They're so cute.
They are adorable as hell. But he and his wife did a trade with someone, and part of what he got was this giant ass acrylic tank that is pre-drilled and pre-plumbed for a sump. Um, but the thing is it was way too big for them, like because they were keeping, they basically converted their garage, and so and it was just a single car garage.
Yes, I
And
got an EM circlet for fucking finally Faradescent.
nice.
Shit substats, but it's an EM circlet, so we're going with it.
I got a Viridescent Sands recharges its primary stat with mastery, hit points, and defense.
Kazuo piece.
Yep, definitely. I'm locking that shit
What
down.
are you grumbling for, my guy?
But
I moved my leg. How very dare I?
but I went to go look for a stand for it, and I measured it.
Oh,
And now, if you're looking
stands are the
stand,
expensive bit, man.
what was that?
The stands are the expensive bit.
Oh, they are. So, but if you're looking for a stand and you measure it and say, and you want it, let's just say it's 10 by 20 inches, would you expect the surface of the like basically the part you put the tank on to be 10 by 20, or would you expect the whole
so, yeah.
tank
No,
to be
the
10 by 20?
yeah, the usable surface space should be the main dimension.
Yep. So that's what I assumed as well. And no, this thing's entire. So basically, with its ledge that goes up around the tank and everything, the whole thing is the 10 by 20. So it means we have to. So what we're going to wind up having to do is we're going to put with boards like 2x4s across the where the supports would be if the tank was the size that it's like they
Just be
assumed.
very careful because there's a lot of weight difference, and they tend to go by weight difference rather than because like for my fish tank, I can't just go out and buy a tank stand for a 6.5 by 2 foot tank because it's made from 1/2 inch plate glass, so it's a couple 100 pounds heavier than an average tank that size would be. So by adding wood on top of it and then a tank that's bigger than the surface area, you could be overweighing it and it could collapse on you.
Sure.
If you send me the measurements, I could probably help you like math out building a cheap stand for yourself kind of thing. That's what we're gonna do for our big tank. Last quote I got was 600 pounds to build a tank stand for my big tank. I bought the tank itself for 200 pound.
I got another stand.
Nice.
Recharge.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, recharge, attack, hit points, and mastery.
Nice. I got a flower with both crits and flat defense.
Wow.
I'm getting some good Kazuha kit.
But yeah, no, I will. I'll send you pictures and everything.
Yeah.
But
it should be more straightforward than it is, but it's not. I would have thought so before working at the fish store. So, yeah. If you're ever buying a separate tank, anyone in the world, just be aware of that. And I see a lot of people putting fish tanks on dressers and stuff. Don't do that. Unless you know that dresser's gonna take that weight, don't do it.
We'll have order. Flicker.
Believe it or not, the older dressers could.
The older dressers could, but modern dressers, man, you couldn't even put a cat on a modern dresser without it going sideways.
Or what about the people who put a tank on an end table and it hangs over by 3 inches?
Yes, I hate that crap. It's like you've just made a massive flex point and a weak point, and good luck, my dude. My dog just got up and ran out.
The tank that we have it. Now, granted, we put in support because so it's not going to fall. But basically, we have the counter, and then on the other side of the counter, there's an overhang, and we have the tank on that. But it's solidly reinforced, so you don't have to worry about it. But I went and I got a yoga mat and then cut the yoga mat even though it's a rimmed tank, like, you know,
Yeah,
so
you
it's not
should
rimmed,
always put like padding under them.
I
Yeah.
intend on putting a yoga mat with and basically the hole where the plumbing for the sump goes, I'm just gonna cut an X so that way it can just go down there, because I want a yoga mat over the whole thing, because that just makes sure that you're not gonna have something poking it.
Yep.
And a lot of people understand that, and I'm like, no, you really should do. You really, really should do.
Yeah. Anytime a tank is not made to go on a stand, you should put foam under it, even if there's a ledge, for that exact reason. And wood is never perfectly flat, and any bit of a defect under pressure, as we've seen with a certain thing that failed under pressure recently, weak points are bad. This is how fish tanks explode on people.
Stabilize.
A couple years
Also,
back,
check to make sure your floors can actually withstand the extra weight.
Elimination.
I have, and the flooring in the sunroom can. But that'd be like the only thing that we.
Yeah, like, I've got solid concrete floors, but the front half is over an old filled-in cellar, and has started to sink. And, like, I could just imagine if my fish tank was on that bit rather than the bit that's on solid ground, when that flex. Like, yeah. I already keep all my stuff, like, 2 foot off the floor just in case that tank goes.
A couple years ago, there was a quake in Alaska, and I have some friends there, and then also my sis there, and a lot of people lost a lot of stuff with their tanks. So my sister's tank, thankfully, hers just lost like a gallon or 2 of water, because she had it anchored, you know, as one should do if you know you're going to have tanks that can move in a quake.
Yeah,
but there
definitely.
was someone there, they had most of their tanks were anchored, and unfortunately anchoring it didn't help them. They wound up coming home to a mess. They had a gallon saltwater tank
Oh no.
that spike anchored, cracked, and then burst under the pressure of this quake.
Oh no.
They lost pretty much everything but some of the coal that were, because like it cracked halfway kind of a thing. So everything above that cracked line, so they had like 6-inch water, and that's it in this tank.
Oof.
So anything that was still there, so they had dead fish all over the floor. They had dead they had some shells that died. They had I want to say starfish or something like this, something that was all night, but like that died.
Yeah.
Their stuff died, and then they had a 300-gallon freshwater tank that lost about half of its water from, and they had like cameras in their room, and so they were like they watched the camera footage, and they're watching the waves just goosh goosh goosh.
Oof.
They lost a lot of water out of that, and like 4 or 5 fish that happened to be in the water, and then one of their unsecured tanks just completely toppled, and it was a hospital tank that they had just set up.
Yeah,
But
I worry about that with my big 5-foot tank, is it's freestanding, and it's a tall, narrow tank on a tall stand, so when we redo downstairs, they're definitely going to be built-in, anchored to the wall. Like the 6-foot tank, I'm going to have it bolted straight into that external wall to make sure that fucker does not go anywhere.
Tank is going to be bolted, or the stand is going to be bolted?
The stand.
Okay.
I'm building
Thank
it out
you.
of 4x4 roofing lumber. That tank weighs 3/4 of a ton when it's full, so there's a reason the stand is expensive as shit.
I've actually heard in some of my fish groups that instead of using 4x4s, you should use 2 2x4s. and put the grains so that it's like, you know, you look at the end and it's curved, so you should have the curve outward.
Yeah.
So that way it's like a circle almost. But because 4x4 under a lot of pressure can fork.
I mean, any bit of wood under that much. I would preferably build it out of metal, but it's just not feasible for the amount it's gonna cost.
So just sharing something
Yeah, no,
that I noticed.
that's good idea to keep on. Good thing to think about.
You know, you take one stick and you break it, but then you grab both halves and go to break it, and you can't.
I'm out of resin and I did not realize that.
This was my last resin, so.
I'm gonna save my refills. I got some good Kazuha pieces though. Did you want to run around and farm, was it specters we both needed?
The specters? Sure. Although, I need you to give me like 5 minutes because I am 45 minutes late waking my husband.
No worries.
Yep,
We will be taking a 5-minute break.
Mute myself real fast.
Yep, I'm gonna do that too, because I need a quick break as well.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
And I am back.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Okay.
Alrighty. I suppose I should really load up the YouTube and make sure it's still doing its thing. Yeah, I forgot to mute myself over Discord for your stream, so sorry if you heard a lot of plastic rattling around. It is what it is.
No, I muted and deafened, so I couldn't hear anything coming out.
Okay. Yeah, as long as it was deafened, your poor viewers. Now I'm trying to find the thing to turn my light off without telling it to turn off. Going through the app like some kind of person who doesn't have voice activated everything. There we go. I don't want to say it out loud and have their
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
GOOGLE assistant do the same crap. There's a really funny advertiser a while ago that had in one of their ads the phrase for turning it on and had it look up their website for them. And like, it was funny the first time, and then like globally everybody decided nobody's gonna do that in advertising anymore because just no. Otherwise, like every 10 seconds it would be going off and nobody needs that.
There was one that had basically, it was EXA order XYZ, and during the commercial, and a lot of people got it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much why they decided not anymore. Same here. Here there was a parrot that bought a whole bunch of boxes off Amazon.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they were on one of the breakfast shows, and the guy was like, wait, nobody's asked the most important question. And the owners were like, oh, what's that? And he goes, did you let them keep the box? Like, yeah, he got to play with all the boxes. So.
That's funny. Yeah, no, that's why, well, that and the fact that I have kids.
Yeah.
I actually have disabled the ability to order. You can
we
put
have
stuff
as well.
And in the cart is just fine because I can control that.
Yeah. I just add everything to a shopping list and do it that way because I don't want orders showing up randomly. I'd like it all to show up like on the same day, so I'm not having to get up and do it all the time.
Don't for Amazon Day. I was just going around collecting things off the ground. But don't you guys have Amazon Day?
We do, but things automatically ship as soon as they're available unless I default tell it to only ship on Amazon days. But what I tend to do is plan a day where I'm feeling okay and then have everything dropped off like next day or the day after. If we're hunting specters, I'll bring Hydro and Cryo and we can freeze the little bastards. And you can swirl them and keep them together.
Okay. And occasionally give a shield.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to see if I still have them all marked on my map? Because I think I might.
Sure. There they are.
I do have them all marked on my map. Would you like to follow me, my lady?
I would.
I realized when editing the Sheep Teaches episode that Andrew's intro had that he was learning how to play Genshin because a pretty lady asked him, and now I have to hunt down this pretty lady and thank her. I really wish I'd kept a script because I had so many good jokes in there. And even a couple puns, and now I'm gonna have to like...
I am proud of you for the puns.
Yeah, I'm going to do... I'm gonna leave the podcast or the videocast version up, obviously because it's done and it's funny. But I'm also gonna go through in a few days and do a full guide version of it that will be family friendly as well. Because, well, I had Yolan running around the screen, so things stayed relatively family friendly. But, relative.
Order.
Like,
oh yes, Sims do belong in the family. Yes.
Adorn my night. Time to go.
Oh, I still have my Be Right Back screen up. Shit. There we go. I'm going to load up the YouTube video real quick and just make sure it's still not shit. Can you say something real quick?
Something real quick. something again?
No, it's working, but I still don't have video on it. I have voice, but there's no video. So I'm refreshing it. There we go. Okay. Y'all didn't miss anything. We killed 4 specters. There you go. There's a TLDR of,
Oh, there's a... Oh, no. I was like, ooh, there's something here! But no, I can't pick it, or touch it, or break it, or anything. Never mind.
I love you. Alright, follow me. You could grab some of your pearls on the way for, Goru. They should be back by now. I'm so glad they finally fixed Kaya's hair. That rat tail was bugging the shit out of me, man.
Here comes the catch.
Do you remember when rat tails were like super duper popular?
Ugh, like the 80s and 90s. Yeah. Those were unfortunate times. The dark ages of fashion. Do you remember Britney Spears, like, dressed head to toe in denim? Even her boots were denim.
Yep.
And she had, like, high-heeled boots, which were slick as fuck. I really like those. But, like, yeah. I think she was still dating what's-his-face now.
One with wind and cloud.
Noodle hair?
Yeah. You're right. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that. It's like,
It looks like a pack.
this dude's
Ramen
hair is
noodles.
macaroni and cheese. Ramen noodles, yes. There should
Why
be one
does
specter drop up here still.
Oh, okay. Why is that dude over there, like, got an aggro bar?
What? Where?
That dude right in front of me. He's got an aggro bar.
Oh.
Let's go kill him.
Because,
Yeah,
like,
those
he's
would be
not
funny.
taking damage. Does he have Hydro applied? No? Weird.
The birds call.
I just tried to hold my E skill to do the Kazuha thing.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, I, like, for the longest time, I thought that weird bit of Kaya's hair was just part of his little fruffy cloak thing.
Order. Cool it.
You know, because he's got the fur down the side, and then it was, like, layered in with the fur. I thought it was just blue fluff. And I was far happier believing that than knowing he had some weird chunk of hair just hanging out there.
It's like, you know, if, Diluc let his ponytail out, he'd have a mullet.
Stabilize.
So, like,
Quietly now.
do you want the complicated answer on anime hair, or are we just hanging out?
Freeze.
We're just hanging out.
Okay.
I mean, I know that it's anime hair.
Yeah,
Hair is anime.
it's overly done like that to, like, represent that there are shorter layers, but, like, they can't do the fine short layer like you would expect, so it ends up looking like that, and...
Are you up?
Oh yeah, I'm at the top.
Yes.
Freeze.
And I'm still trying to group them together with Kazuha, and I got Kazuha. Freeze, you boy. Huh? You gotta
Dude over
climb
here.
up the, noodle hair.
Well, there was a dude down here that I didn't have to climb up for.
Oh, I didn't know there was a dude down there.
There's things down here for you to gather.
Down where? What?
Right here.
Where is here?
Like, right in front of me.
Nope.
No, there's nothing there for you?
Nope. Only water.
Okay, well, I had stuff, and if you don't believe me, watch my video. So there.
I believe you, okay?
Picture
never
didn't have
What?
nothing. I'm being weird. There's a specter right here.
There's one over here! It's over
Well,
here, not
I'm
over
not-
there. Well,
This is my specter.
well, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna freeze
Order
it.
to
Meh.
This moment will be frozen in
I was actually
So I'm
trying to
turning
get...
it-
Oh, good, it came over. I was trying to get them
Hitting
both
it.
in the same place.
time.
They're easy to... Why am I on your pillar?
Dodge this.
I didn't even climb up it, I just ended up on top of it.
This is Kaya.
I mean, Kai would climb any pillar around. he would though.
And
Up a pillar again. Well done, Kyle.
Yep. And spelunking.
Oh, what is wrong with us?
Where do you want to begin?
I don't know. I don't think we have that much time or the expertise required.
Game's up.
We need a whole
no,
ass degree for that.
No, I beg to differ. We have who knows our body better than us?
See, this is what my hematologist always says. He's like, you know better than I do. I'm like, dude, you're the professor. And he goes, yeah, I know the theoretics of it.
Dodge this.
But he doesn't actually have the condition, so... Like, yeah, that's fair.
It's like I fully believe, and this may rub someone wrong, but I fully believe that you should not be a doctor who treats people's depression unless you have had depression yourself, because it is so hard to understand.
I'm more okay with that than guys who are gynecologists and then turn around and say, oh, well, it's just cramps. It's like, dude, why are you even in this field?
It's the best gyno I've had in guys.
I have had the exact opposite.
They tend to be, gentler.
Not the ones that I've seen here, man. Like, I was in the ER and there were issues, and like getting to it quickly would be great, but also,
Barbara, I can't hear you.
you know, I'm not a fucking sock puppet, you know? Don't just go ramming hands in places.
Watch something that I believe is
Okay, what is it you want to watch?
wild.
This man will be
That's what.
frozen in
You know
time.
that you guys are allowed to be wild. Go ahead. That's a really good show for you.
Freeze.
They always have to ask if they want to watch something new, but yeah, Wild Crabs is something that I definitely let them watch because they learn a lot.
This stupid specter won't come over here so I can hit it.
Freeze.
You know, you're too far down. If you come back
Yeah.
up here and use Kazuha to suck it in. Oh wait, I moved and it's kind of following me. There we go.
Dodge this.
I'm not touching that comment with a 10-foot pole.
I don't remember what I said, so let's just pretend it never happened. Oh, Kazuha sucked. Yeah, okay. Did I get it? Okay, this specter's starting to piss me out. Good, it's dead.
It's dead.
There
It's
were
starting to piss
some
you off?
bits
Wait,
up there
what?
at the top. What?
I said if it's starting to piss you, what are you gonna do? Kill it?
Preferably, yeah.
Yeah.
There
Oh, I
should be
did get the one up.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to get this chest while we're here?
Do I want to play with? I mean, get a chest.
Follow me. There's chesticles this way.
Busted.
Freeze.
Clouds high.
I like pronouncing it like please. I just call it chest please.
Computers are about to get dicey.
Cool it.
Can I get this other asshole to come over? Hey, stop stretching and looking like a douche. Come over here so we can kill you both at the same time. No?
Wait, stop.
What?
Oh, so sorry.
You said stop stretching the asshole?
No. What? No!
No.
Strider.
Absolutely not. Always stretch before you use an orifice.
Gotcha.
But, like,
Here comes
no.
I'm just hearing.
I thought my hearing was bad. Damn, yo.
Get frostbite.
Okay, you
That's
know
funny,
what
though.
that
That's funny.
This is order.
Man, not only are we the blind leading the blind, we're the deaf helping the deaf.
Mm-hmm.
There's some of your magic white balls down here for Goro.
I love balls.
He's a dog character that needs balls to level up. Now all I can see is Goro collecting tennis balls.
There's some balls over here too.
Yeah, there's some over here as well.
I need to have a picture of Doru with his ball.
I can make that happen. I probably actually have one in my meme folder somewhere.
Find a video on our profile.
Go ahead.
It says put this thing unavailable.
No, you are not buying. No, you're not going to buy it. I know you can watch Wild Kratts without having to buy it. Yeah, Netflix. Are you sure it's Hulu? Okay, put it on Hulu then.
There's some more balls over here. I
There
need
are
to fix that Discord thing. Remind me to.
And there's more balls over here. I'm going to
There
go
are.
get some balls. BRB getting balls.
I had a meme for you, but I'll post it later. I know why I set Discord that way, so like, if I switch the thing, it stops doing the sound for other people. There's one here.
Yep. Oh, I thought I had gotten it, but I did not.
I think that's all of them for over here. Yes, Grim, I will pet your belly. Give me a second.
Now I need to Photoshop. I need to take a screenshot of this, and then Photoshop. Well, one with the ball in it, and then Photoshop it and make it look like a tennis ball instead.
Okay. Send me the screenshot, I'll do it.
I'll get a screenshot later. I want one with the ball in it.
I'm easy. I can do things like that. Well, I mean, I'm easy anyway. She'll come break these rocks for me. While I steal your mitt.
What? Break rocks?
Yeah, come bust my rocks. Get my rocks off! I want them off!
Solidify.
Yeah, this took a dive into the non-PG friendly quite quick, didn't it?
Free.
It always does, but we do
I
not
know.
have the ability to be PG-13 ever. Or
I mean... Yeah...
at least it's not NC-17.
That's Flockery Friday. I think you need to, yep, trigger these ones.
Gather. This moment will be frozen in time.
Busted.
Yes, I'm petting, I'm
Adorn my
Things are
knife.
about to get dicey.
Oh, are you neglecting your dog again?
I am. I stopped rubbing his belly for like 2 seconds.
Penelope decided she wanted to do what she used to do, which, when she was a kitten, she used to be a parrot, basically. She would sit on my shoulder.
Dusty and Bucket loved riding around on Default's shoulder like that. All the damn time, they're always up on his shoulders.
Take it easy.
Oh. See, I don't mind that, except I was wearing a spaghetti strap tank top.
Oh no.
And so she didn't have the purchase necessary to stay on my show. Oh no, I'm gonna drown Kazuha. Nope, never mind. But yeah, she didn't have the purchase to stay, so I've got claw marks all over my neck and my shoulder now.
Oh no.
Because she slid off and oh, she was so offended. I found a dancing flower.
Because obviously you threw her off violently.
Here comes the catch.
Yeah, Default had one of them on his shoulder once, and he sneezed and lurched forward, and yeah, it was bad times for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Nobody had fun that day.
No, I can't imagine. I can't reach this flower.
Yeah, there's one there that nobody can reach it. You can use, what's-her-face to get it. I've tried everything. The best you can do is put Zhongli's pillar here, and then dive off it and grab it as you dive. I think you need it further over. If you can glide over it and then dive. Yeah, dive now. And grab it. There you go.
Got it.
I get
That was
bored
a-
and like... It was a challenge, man. It was there and I wanted it, and yeah, we were having a...
That was definitely more involved than it should have been.
Yeah. Usually is. Like,
Adorn my
it's
knife.
been there forever, but they've not fixed it. 'Cause I'm sorry, I took petting. Yet now that he's not afraid of feet, like, if there's a spare hand or foot, it needs to be petting him. Otherwise, illegal actions.
Oh,
What's the hurry?
Biscuit. My parents' old cat used to
I
take
remember
a
Biscuit.
beef, and don't you dare pet her with your hand.
Nope, nope.
Don't
I remember
dare,
that.
But
This is
don't you
order.
dare stop petting her with your feet.
Stabilize.
Penelope likes being pet with feet or hands. She doesn't really care.
Graham doesn't either anymore. He's just like along for the ride. Don't forget, you can't kill that guy you're looking at, and you're gonna go try to kill now. Because you do it every
Why
time.
can't?
Because he's a good guy. He's got no attack thing. You can't kill him. You're gonna go try to attack him anyway, aren't you?
No,
Just to stare
No.
at him, wishing you could hit him.
behave. I'm behaving. This is me
Yeah.
behaving.
Badly, but behaving still.
Here comes the catch.
Where did you go? Oh, there you are.
Around the corner. Ah, I'm in the water. Ow, stop. Kyle likes things nice and wet.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Good job, he's the universal can opener. I mean, light opener. Same difference, right?
Oh, so sorry.
Well, you can open it.
Tanari button. First Tanari button of the night. I'm proud of you. We are an hour and 15 minutes in before I had to use the Tanari button. You are slacking. Oh no, it's not working. Why is the Tanari button not working?
Actually, I failed because I was trying to last the whole day without getting the Tanari button. So I failed.
That's alright, you still didn't. There we go, Tanari button. Yeah, no, you still didn't get it then, so. These ones are like up the thing. It might be easier just to use a teleport then.
Okay, I want to kill the slimes first, real quick.
Okay.
Plus, there's a oh no, that's the wrong kind of purple tone.
Yeah, no, those are the electro purple things.
I will have your order.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Like,
Freeze.
I can only stretch so far, mate. If you keep moving away, I can't pet you. I'm not Elastigirl. Could you imagine? Okay, no, the comment I had was definitely not. That was the Flockery Friday comment there. There's another Spectre up here on top. She must have had the easiest labor and delivery
Things
ever.
are about to get
Let's
dicey.
just say that.
Oh shit.
Clouds high.
Just like, just. Okay, so when she's pregnant and like doing her stretch thing, does the baby not stretch? So she's just like this stretchy thing with the giant ball stuff. I have questions. None of
Do you
them
really
are
want
good.
me here?
No. Are you fighting something up there?
Time
no.
to go.
This way.
There are no. Ah, there's a flower here though. There is a crab. Oh, the crab.
Dodge this.
I love you.
What, sweetheart?
Order guide you.
Freeze.
Okay. Alexa. 45-minute timer.
Dodge this. Oh, so
Okay.
sorry.
When the timer goes off, you and Barbara can switch and you can watch Storybox.
Here comes the catch.
I will have order.
Cool it.
We have definitely been tempted to get another TV to get out here,
One with
but
wind
I don't
and
think I can handle two TVs going at the same time.
Don't you have like TV in another room?
We have a TV in the playroom, yes. However, in the summertime it gets extremely warm in there.
I think I need you over here to trigger these. There we go.
Freeze.
Wind strike. Game's up. Fun's over.
Clouds high. Dodge this.
This is
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
I have so many questions about Elastigirl now.
I just want to know what happened. I'm gonna get this chest. I
It's
want to know what
not a
happens if she
chest.
like. Can she pull a muscle?
It's not a chest.
Oh, it's not a chest. What the fuck is it? How?
You have
is
to
it?
do a thing to unlock it.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested. Let's go and find another spec.
Yep, they're over here.
By the way, you're gonna love this. The crickets were quiet until after I made that pun, and now they're going.
Oh. Nothing but crickets. Yeah, stop grumbling. There.
Things are about to get
Let's
dicey.
go. I thought I was gonna die when my husband told me that cricket joke.
Yeah.
Oh, for reference,
Frostbite.
we have a bearded dragon who is finally grown big enough. And by the way, if you're talking about redstone, yes, redstone, as in Minecraft, kids love Minecraft, but redstone's their bearded dragon.
Dude, are
and
you gonna
she's
help me
finally
fight this stuff?
Yeah, I had to readjust the pad on my feet. Sorry.
No worries.
As one with wind
But
and
he's not big enough to eat crickets that are big enough to choke. And my husband makes a lot of puns. Why do? And he comes up to me and he goes, "I am so upset." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Every time I tell a joke, now all I hear is crickets."
adorn my knife.
No, I didn't.
Dodge this.
Why do I get the Tamari button?
You don't. It's for him. He's just not here.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm gonna like overuse that Tanari button come Friday Flockery, aren't I?
Then watch something else. We are not purchasing it.
But why? There's more rocks for you to break over here. And some chicken. The rocks are here. The chicken's over here.
And a crab.
I love you so much.
Gather.
What? Monday?
Wednesday.
What? Yes. Okay.
What's the hurry?
Oh shit.
Cool it.
I was trying to-
Here comes the
Yes, in about an hour.
Order guide you.
Dodge this. Freeze. This moment will be frozen in time.
quietly now.
I can't remember how to do this puzzle, but it's another one that you've got to light them up in a specific order. Nope, you already got one. Okie
Found people over here to murder. I was murdering them, sorry.
dokie. Is it murder if they attack first?
One with wind and
I
cloud.
attacked first.
Oh,
I will have order.
Han always shot first.
I crumble.
I always need these stupid handguards. The specters were actually here to kill are somewhere over here. But I think I need you to come trigger them.
Today after lunch, kids get a special treat. We have marshmallows, we have sticks, and we have a gas stove. So that means, you know, open flames. Here's a
Just
specter.
don't make the same mistake I did when drunk and cooked them over a sectional candle.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Oh, that sounds.
I absolutely poisoned myself. 0 out of 10. And like there were two sober people just sat there watching me going, well, this is gonna end badly.
This moment will be frozen in time.
We have two choices now. We can go to the island of horrible electricity and do the easy ones, or we can fuck off to my world and do the super easy ones. I can bring a healer and we could probably clear your world, and then if we're still bored, go clear mine.
Actually, I'm considering
Come on,
logging
let's get moving.
out.
We're not frozen in place
Someone's a
after all.
little upset about not being able to watch Wildcrafts. And I have a feeling that she would like to have some time with Mama.
Okie doke. Shall we just end here
send you-
today then?
I think so. I
Okie
don't
doke.
really want to. Probably put that. Oh, I better. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna get to out instead of you leaving first this time.
Oh. I almost got the button before you did.
I'm gonna turn in because I actually forgot to turn in yesterday, and I like woke
Oops.
because I had gone to bed way early, and I woke up and ran over so that way I could
I do that.
turn it in.
I've got to admit, that is one of the few great uses I found for the app. Because I can just like log in, quickly do it, and then log back out and roll over and go back to sleep.
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for completing today.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end my stream here. I could keep talking to you while we see how things go if you want, but yeah, for everyone else, I'll be back with the early stream tomorrow morning, and then again with the lovely Tilly tomorrow night. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you for spending some time with us today. On screen, you'll find our Twitch and YouTube information. Thank you for spending some time with us today. On screen, you'll find our Twitch and YouTube information, so please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and share if you think others will enjoy the chaos. While we are wrapping things up, I'd like to remind you that we are giving away a Welkin Moon once we reach 50 followers on Twitch and YouTube. The information for that can be found on screen and in the description. Now for a few more serious things I would like to tell you. Abuse of any kind is never acceptable. Please reach out for help. You deserve better, and you are not alone. The link in the description, on screen, and QR code will take you to a wiki list of global domestic violence resources. If you are in crisis or feel like harming yourself, please reach out to someone. You are not alone, you will be okay, and things will get better. The link in the description, on screen, and QR code will take you to a wiki list of global crisis resources. While not affiliated, please visit Justice for Native People. Crimes against Native people are rarely in the media and rarely get exposure. You never know if you may be the key to helping these victims find justice. The link in the description, on screen, and QR code will take you to a list of cases involving Native people. I would really appreciate it if you would just take a quick look. Any chance is better than no chance at all. Thank you once again for spending some time with us today. I really appreciate it. Please look after yourselves and those around you. Consider reaching out to someone you haven't spoken to recently, and drink lots of water. It's important. I hope you have the best day possible, and I'll see you